This is our continuation of our Adelaide trip. Come back to Melbourne, had 12 hours, got in at 6:15, left again at 6:15. But just come onto the freeway to head north towards Sydney, and this is what we've got so far. Now, I've never mentioned what you get paid as a driver. And that's because there's no simple answer. You can get paid from 40,000 gross a year to 120,000 or more. It all depends on what you want to do, what your lifestyle is, whether you want to be home weekends, whether you want to be home at night, if you just want to do local work, if you just want to do changeovers and come home every night, or you want to be away for a month at a time. It all depends on what suits you. Now, you don't necessarily have to drive big distance interstate to earn good money. You can still get it driving local around your capital city or country areas. Just might have to work extra hours, like 14 hours a day, 12 to 14 hours a day, depending on the size of the truck you want to drive. You just want to drive a rigid truck, or you want to drive a B-double, or even a road train. They all pay different, and every company pays different. I get paid a trip rate to go from one state to another. Some companies pay an hourly rate, and they pay you 14 hours a day. I've heard of a company that does that. But they all do long distance and away for weeks at a time. And there's also kilometre rates, which is paid whatever kilometres you drive. They may do that if you go in different places and you're not really sure where your pickup is and the next delivery is. I don't know if companies do it now, but there's also a percentage. Paid a percentage of whatever you're picking up. Haven't heard of that for quite a while now. It's probably not a very fair system if they're not giving you the freight. You're running empty half the time. And there is companies that let you run as a contractor. You pay your own taxes. You pay your own superannuation, and they just pay you a wage. The rates for interstate drivers can vary from about 41 cents, which I believe is the award rate, up to 50 cents a kilometre. Although the kilometre is still paid in a trip rate a lot of times. If you happen to go interstate, you do a little extra, you probably want to negotiate that extra distance you travelled. See if you can get extra money. Some pay a drop in a pickup, might give you $30. Other companies will have it included in your trip rate. So that's why I can't put a number on what you're going to take home. If you want to work hard, it's not hard to gross 105,000 a year, taking home about 80,000. Sometimes you do interstate, it doesn't really matter if you're on a trip rate, whether you work during the day or whether you work at night, you don't get any extra for it. The only extra you might get if you do supermarket deliveries and work weekends, they might pay you extra working the weekend. Local companies may pay a bit extra working at night. So what you've got to do is find a job that suits you, suits your family, whether you want to be home weekends, whether you need to be home at night. Don't necessarily listen to other drivers to say the job's bad and that's why they left a job, or maybe you should come over to them because that may not suit what you want to do. So just keep all that in mind if you want to come into truck driving and earn some money. We're getting out of the roadworks now, so we may get going a little bit